Well, just, coming off a nice win for our guys. A couple days kind of get recharged. And now we see if we can win another game in a row. Wake's coming in, very long team, very athletic team. Jalen Horde is extremely talented, one of the best young players in our league. And Childress is a very experienced guard. When they're making shots like we are, they're dangerous. We both struggle to shoot some, but their length and size, and that can be a concern. So excited to see how we bounce, see what we're like here on Sunday. Hopefully we can build on some good momentum from the pit win. Questions?
Coach, you've had a lot of success against Wake Forest. Would you characterize this as a must-win home game if you're going to get back to the NCAA tournament?
I don't know. I mean, we get asked that question all the time. I mean, probably had 3 of those already this year. So obviously it's an important game. We just want to continue to play well. I thought even though we lost the 2 games last week on the road, that our team showed spurts of playing very good basketball. Thought the first half against Pitt we played about as well as we could play. And so if we can just keep playing really good basketball and improve, then we'll worry about all the other stuff later.
Marquise just said that after the NC State game, he came back in that night, put up a couple hundred shots.
Yeah.
That's not a talkative leader, but does that kind of stuff resonate with the team when they see?
Yeah, he's very well respected by our players. First of all, everybody likes him. He's just a likable guy, and he's had to work really hard to get his success. And he guys on the team know that he puts in time and he wants to be good, and they respect him because he's a hard worker, but they also respect him because he's a good player, and he's a good person. And I think the combination of all that is what is nice for me as a coach, is when you have a guy who's a really good player, who's also a good worker, and he's liked by his teammates. I think that really helps your team.
When Marquise and Sheldon play together that well in the backcourt, is that an indication of how good you guys can be when those two are playing well at the same time?
Yeah, I think that's probably when we're playing our best, is when those two guys are both playing at a high level, and that's what happened in the Pitt game. Those two guys played great, and obviously if we get Elijah going too at that same time, then you got that inside-outside game that makes you really hard to play against. So, but yeah, those two guys playing well together, that's what we need for us to play at our highest level.
Does it help having a veteran team when you have a game in like NC State did, that you guys were able to put that behind you?
Yeah, I think so. I do think it helped. I think our guys, approached it well. I think we as a coaching staff did a good job of kind of facing it head up and talking to our guys about it, and presenting a plan that for what we need to do that is important, and our guys understood that and did what they needed to do to play well. So, but I do think you're correct. I do think that having an older team probably was helpful in that situation.
Coach, we've seen more of Jamin White earlier in games, the last few games. Is he kind of hitting his stride from what you've seen?
Yeah, I hope so. Some of it with Jamin is just his confidence. I've talked about how he's a great kid, and he's a good player, and but he doesn't always attack it like he should. I think he's still kind of figuring out how good he is for the level, and sometimes he surprises himself. But I think you see signs of some terrific plays, like his ability to pick and roll and catch the ball on a roll and like get to the basket from a long distance in one dribble and finish is pretty good. He's probably taking him a little longer to get comfortable with all of our defensive responsibilities, but I think that, you know, he's at a point now where he's pretty much comfortable with everything, and I think that's helped him. He's not thinking quite as much on that end. He's just playing. His ball screen defense has gotten better. His coverages. He had a couple deflections last game that led to fast breaks. So I do think I think he's improving on both ends.
What would it mean for you guys to get another win and back-to-back ACC wins, like you mentioned?
Yeah, it'd be good. I mean, you know, we just need some positive momentum, and obviously we know we're going to head back out on the road next week. So, you know, it's been nice just to have a week to kind of be in Clemson and you know, sleep in our own beds and kind of try to get right again. And obviously, you know, we know that we need to play well on Sunday, and if we could play well and win another game, that would be good in terms of building us back a little bit from some of the games that we've given away here.
Coach, we weren't able to talk to you about it, but a few weeks ago, you were able to award Miles Davis a scholarship.
Yep.
It seemed like a real special moment for you.
Yeah, it was. You know, he's a tremendous young man who's grown a lot in all areas, not just, you know, as a basketball player, you know, but as a student and as a person. You know, he's respected in our program by our players because of how hard he works. You know, my walk-ons are, you know, they do everything. They have all the responsibilities of a scholarship player. They have all the weightlifting sessions, all the extra stuff that our guys have to do, they do. So, you know, our guys know how hard those guys work, and they've watched Lyles do that for 3+ years now to sort of be able to award him a scholarship in his senior year was fun for all of us. I think our guys really appreciated it. And, you know, I know Lyles was very thankful. All good?